Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I am here to tell you all the Disney tips, everything you need to know to enjoy the Disney World parks here in Orlando. How is the Disney queue jump system? How is the system of marking your ticket, which is an important novelty? Where to buy the tickets? How to optimize the time, stay at the hotels, don't stay, benefits, and finally everything for you to better enjoy your days at the Disney parks. There are many important tips, people, and you have to know before you travel, otherwise you can't enjoy the parks well, because they are huge and there are a lot of cool things to know. So stay tuned guys, these are quick, useful, and no binding tips at all. So don't forget to give us that like, subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot, and buckle up. Well, this is a very important video for those who are going to Orlando. We already have a video like this that we did a year and a half ago, but this one is totally revamped because Disney has changed everything, guys. There's a lot that has changed in the last year. It's more than they have changed in the last 10 years. Everybody's talking about it. In 1 year, they have changed more than in several years of history. So there are a lot of interesting things and very important changes that you need to know. So the first thing everybody has to know is a very quick summary. Okay guys, Disney is here in Orlando and it has 4 main theme parks, which are the Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom. There are the 2 water parks, but very few people visit. The most known are the 4, and what happens? First, special news for those who come to Disney, something very important. When you buy your ticket, in the old days you used it to buy the ticket and that was it. You went to the door of the park, you wanted to go and got in, you bought the ticket for 3 days at the park, you went 1 day there to any of the parks and got in. Not now. You have to reserve this park, you have to have a reservation, otherwise you don't get in. This happens because of the pandemic, because the capacity was reduced, but they are maintaining that. Even now that the pandemic is practically regularized and everything's fine there, this is the most important tip. You need to book the day you go to the park, otherwise you might run out of space and you won't be able to enter the park that day. So the first essential tip, buy the ticket beforehand as early as possible, because you can only enter the application after buying the ticket, and it's a very cool application, guys. Download it on your cell phone, it costs nothing. It's called My Disney Experience, and it's this application that you will organize your entire trip. See the lines, park map, bake restaurant reservations, everything. This is another tip that we'll give you here, but first you need the ticket, so buy the ticket. When you get the email with your code, you create your Disney account on your computer and then access it through the application. There you will find your ticket attached, and that's it. There you will find the 2 days of the ticket you bought, and then you can go to the option to make a reservation and book your park pass. Then you can choose, on September 30th I'm going to Epcot. Then you click there and make a reservation for yourself and the people that are with you, and that's it. Then you are guaranteed, but you have to do this thing, this reservation. It's a novelty. There was no such thing before. A lot of people travel without knowing it, and it's not possible to get into the park. So buy as far as in advance as possible and make your reservation. Another benefit of buying in advance, guys, is that it ends up being much cheaper, right? If you buy in your country, there are some companies that have a cheaper price than at the box office. If you buy in advance, you won't pay the IOF tax and international tax because you will buy in your currency. There are many more advantages, and all this in advance, so buy ahead. I'll leave here in the description of the video below the link of a company, of a very good site that we bought. All the last times we traveled there, we bought with them because they are the best price. It's the place where we always get the cheapest, the service is good, the installments, there is a gift kit, and finally it's the best website to buy tickets for Disney and all the parks in Orlando, right? Universal too, the price is very good. SeaWorld, take a look there that you will like, but before, install the personal application and attach your tickets. Another important tip, guys, is this application that I commented. It helps you with everything, so download it and learn how to use it. It's very easy. With it, you will see the parks map, queue time on the spot to guide yourself around the park. It's very good to make restaurant reservations. The restaurants are very busy. You can make them 30 days in advance of your visit. So if you're going to the park on September 30th, August 30th, August 31st, if there is a day on the 31st, pay attention, because then the 30th one will be released 30 days in advance, and then try to make a reservation, because the coolest restaurants, the BR Gas, which is the one with Beauty and the Beast and Magic Kingdom, the ones that have princesses, characters, they are very popular, so you have to make reservations beforehand, otherwise you will run out. So the tip is be prepared and use the application to make restaurant reservations, to organize your trip. It's very good and very easy to use, so be sure to download it. And then along with it, there are some things, a very big new thing that I just made a whole video explaining, which is the Disney Genie. The Disney Genie was created. It's a very cool function within this app. It's a travel organizer of your day in the park. So you put in the dates that you're going to visit a certain park. I'm going on this day at the Magic Kingdom, and you answer a few questions: what kind of toys you like, if you go with kids, what you like to eat or not, and finally it creates a customized itinerary for you to optimize your time with all the attractions or the direction you have to go in the park. It organizes the attractions all in the same direction, so you don't waste too much time moving around. It's a novelty. We still don't know exactly how it will work. It started 1 or 2 weeks ago. We are still testing it, but in theory it seems to be very cool. So use Disney Genie, because the proposal is that it optimizes your experience so that you spend less time in line walking and you can enjoy the attractions more. The application is made just for you. And then within Disney Genie, they made Disney Genie Plus, which is where the big news is. The biggest of all, that people are even a little bit outraged, the Disney fans. But what happens? In the old days, there was Fastpass. That was very famous. It stayed for years, which is the free Disney queue busting. You could choose 3 attractions and get in line with no one for free. Then you could renew, get others. It was very good, sensational. Disney has cut this. There is no free Fastpass anymore. There's the Disney Genie Plus, which is the paid Fastpass. You pay to get into smaller queues, which they call Lightning Lane, which is lightning of light of Genie's lamp, which is even Disney Genie Lightning Lane. They are complicated names, get used to it, people. But then you get a shorter line, which was the Fastpass line. You only will be paying. Then you go into the Disney Genie, which is free Disney Genie for you to use, but inside there's the Disney Genie Plus. If you want, you can buy a package of 15 attractions from each park for $15, so you can enjoy it without queuing for that shorter queue. I think it's worth it, guys. I know it's $15, but if you are already there, you have already spent all the money for the trip, you will save a lot of queue time. So my recommendation is to buy, but who doesn't want to buy it too? That's up to the taste and opinion of each one. There's another thing that besides Disney Genie Plus, which is the package of 15 attractions in each park for $15, there are 2 top attractions in each park, the ones with the longest queues, which are the 2 most popular attractions in each of the parks, and you can buy their Lightning Lane separately to go without queuing at all of those rides. There the value is individual and varies, okay guys? You can only buy this at the time of the park because it varies according to the capacity. It varies from $8 to $15. So for example, you're there at Magic Kingdom, you've already bought your $15 advance package, alright, then you want to go on the Seven Dwarfs roller coaster, you are 2-3 hours in line, you enter the application, it will be there. If you want to buy it for 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the Seven Dwarfs Lightning Lane, you have to pay $11. Then you click there per person, you buy the Lightning Lane according to the people that are with you, and that's it, and then you go. So besides the $15 of the package, you also have these 2 attractions that you have to buy individually. There are people who will buy them and think they are great, and there are people who won't buy them because they think they are expensive. So it depends on each one's taste, right? I've just made the Disney Genie video, check it out, and I'll explain exactly which attractions from each park you can use, which are worth it, which are not. But to sum up, these are the main ones, okay guys? Seven Dwarfs Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom. Seven Dwarfs is worth it because it's a long line. At Hollywood Studios, The Rise of the Resistance, which is today the main toy of Disney, is the one with the longest queue of all. It's from Star Wars and it's very worthwhile. And Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, I don't think it's worth it because it doesn't have that long of a line and it's not that stupendous to buy, but if you have a budget, buy it. But of course, the more time you save queuing, the better. But I'm trying to give an average here for the people who usually come and who are not so much on a budget to go spending, because it's money, okay people, but you have to agree here that's a lot of money if you add it all up. And then in Epcot there is Frozen, which is very cool if you have kids and you don't want to stand in line. And Ratatouille is also very cool. It's the newest one at Disney, okay? Sensational. And Animal King Avatar, which was there for years until Star Wars was the most wanted toy at Disney. It's worth it. And the Everest roller coaster, which I have never been, a long line there. I have been several times. It took me 40 minutes at most, so this one I think is maybe not worth it, but already be aware of how this queue system works because it will impact a lot on your park day itinerary. Guys, any questions you may have, any questions at all, you can send them to us and we'll help you. It's even easier, send it on Instagram at @PyLorenzi, send a direct message and I'll help you. And we are living here in Orlando. This office is already in our new house here in Orlando, so we show all our daily life here, the girls at school, the American life, the parks, shopping, outlet stores, food, and so on. The content is really cool. Follow us there and I think you're gonna like it. And everything's done by cell phone. An important tip, come with the cell phone's internet working, okay? In the parks there is Wi-Fi, you can even use it, but when you are on the road, in the hotel, in a store, or in a restaurant and need to access, make a reservation, buy queue, you need to have the internet, guys, because the cell phone is fundamental to plan a trip, both in Disney, Universal Parks, SeaWorld, shopping, and everything around here. So here below in the description of the video, besides the site that sells the cheapest tickets, I'll leave all the links of sites we use, and one of them is the travel chip, which is sensational. You buy it beforehand in your country, travel with it, install it in your cell phone quickly, and you can use the internet easily. It's much cheaper than international roaming and it worked everywhere. And there is already the eSIM, which is an electronic chip, the newest cell phone. See if yours is compatible, but you buy it and no longer receive the physical chip. You receive an email, install the electronic chip using a QR code. It's very good and very easy. If your cell phone doesn't fit this technology yet, you can buy the regular chip. Take a look, they are very good. The parking lots are still paid, okay guys? If you go to a Disney park, you have to pay $25 per car. It's a price that you have to consider in your budget, right? There's no way. Whoever is going to rent a car, put it in the bills, but the car is very good. We highly recommend you to use it here in Orlando because it's very easy. Things are close, 20 minutes, 25, but they are far away, so it takes a long time to get an Uber or a cab. That aren't even cabs here. It's more like Uber and they take a long time to arrive, so take a look there. It's the best option. It's a little expensive because of the pandemic, but car rental helps a lot. As people have a lot of difficulty with the price, I'll leave the car comparator below. It's a sensational site. It's the biggest comparator in the world. It compares the price in all car rental companies and finds incredible prices, much cheaper than the car rental companies themselves. So take a look there. I think you will like it and you will find cars with very good prices indeed. Very good. And one last tip, guys, the magic band. Everybody talks about it. I even have it up there. Later I'll get it and show you on Instagram. I showed it yesterday. It's very cool because it's like your ticket. It's a bracelet that you buy. You have to buy it at the box office of the parks or in the stores, in the restaurants, in the hotel, anywhere at Disney store you can find it. At Disney Springs there are a lot of them, so check it out. It's a wristband that comes with a code and you can link to your tickets to this wristband. So when you get to the park, you don't have to take your ticket out and put it there to enter the entrance in Lightning Lane, the queue jumpers. You can do everything with the bracelet. It's a very nice item for those who travel to Disney, especially with children, to not lose the car, right? You have to take it out, put it in, put it away. So the magic band is very cool, not expensive, okay guys? It varies from $5, sometimes on sale, up to $20 for the special editions that have several different designs, buttons, so you can buy the pins and put them in. So it's a cool item to keep as a souvenir too. They are very useful and they're very beautiful to keep with you. And about the Disney hotels, I'm not going to go into it here, okay guys, because it's too much, but I'm going to do a video right now on the benefits and if it's worth it to stay at Disney hotels or not. And here below, I'll leave the link, folks, of all the sites we use it to buy everything for our trip, the tickets, the car comparator, the travel insurance comparator that works similar to the car comparator. It finds very cheap insurance. The insurance is absurd. Take a look and you will be surprised with the price, the chip, the map of the best region to be located here in Orlando, close to everything, the hotels that we have already stayed, good, cheap, a little more expensive, big, small, close to Disney. It has all the options. And finally, it's a guide, a very nice step-by-step for you to guide yourself, share it with those who will travel with you so that you can save the video and then you will just use it, making your own quotations and research, because there are the best sites. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give us a like, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a lot. And don't forget to watch the video on how to save a lot on every trip to Orlando. It's a very good video that we made, which has tips for you to plan and save a lot on your trip. It's a step-by-step guide for you to have a complete trip for the lowest possible price and with the best possible service. So I'll leave it up here below, the playlist that has all the other Orlando videos for you to watch and enjoy. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much and have nice trips. Bye bye.